In most homes, in most marriages, money is usually a source of conflict, a source of disagreement, a source of crisis in homes. It stems from money not being enough, lack of money, or at times when there is an abundance and it's not well spent. You see that it oftentimes results into crisis in marriages. And today we're looking at 5 ways you can fight less over money in your marriage. And dear wife, we'll start by saying number one, ask yourself before you start blaming your spouse about his spending habits, about his saving habits, about how money is going in the family. Ask yourself, how am I contributing to this? Is it my fault? Quit blaming your spouse, because oftentimes we're very fast to blame the other person without having to sit back to say, how did I contribute to this? How am I also a part of this problem? Is it that I am overblowing issues? Okay, it could just be that you're making a mountain out of a molehill. It is something that you should not just blow up out of proportions. But we wives, at times, you see that you try to make issues out of what you could just ignore. Are you the one bringing the drama over money? If it is time for you to quit the blame game and also look at how you can also be a part of the solving the problem. Number two, review your money issues. Review what money exactly means to you. A lot of people, they grew up in homes where they probably saw the father as the spender or the one who made the money, so he had control over the money. Okay, and over time, when you grew up, you want to be the one in charge. Maybe because you are now married, you now want to be the one in charge of the family's finances. What you saw with your parents, you do not want it to repeat in your own setting, marriage setting. It's time for you to evaluate, what did money mean to you as a child? Where did you come from a home where money was always an issue? Because if money was always an issue, you see that when you have money, there will be that tendency for you to want to spend to make up for what you did not get in during childhood. So it's not left for you to understand, what exactly does money mean to you. For your spouse, sit down, review, what does money mean to me? How did I grow up? How did I see money? How do I see money now as an adult? For most people, once money comes in, the next thing is that they are thinking of what next to buy with it. Are you the spender? Are you the one who wants to see money in your account? Are you the one who is a hoarder? There are some people that are like that. They would rather prefer to see, oh, there are 6 zeros in their accounts, there are 7, there are 8. But for the other person, once money enters, they're looking for how to spend. Oh, enjoyment, minister. There are some ladies that have that mindset that they are in marriage not to suffer. So it's their husband's prerogative to do what? To take care of them. That is how they see it. They should just sit down and be enjoying the money. Meanwhile, your spouse could have a different mindset and perspective about money. So it's time for you to review, sit down and see, how do I even see money? Do I see it as a means of exchange? Do I see it as something I should always enjoy? If your perspective is wrong, you could start writing down, once money hits my account, how do I plan spending it? Review your childhood memories, how you saw money being spent. Is that what is contributing to the crisis you're having in your home? And see how you can work on it. Number three, draw a budget. Okay, not just a budget. Sit down with your spouse. Okay, review, where is your money going to. Draw a budget first. Okay, draw a budget, and if both of you are working, you could also look at, how do we spend this money? How do I apportion our expenditure? Okay, this person could take care of the house upkeep, yes. This one could take care of the utility bills. This one could make sure that the cars are properly serviced and the children are well taken care of. If you share this, you will see that you will talk less. But when you don't have a budget, you don't know how much the home runs. Okay, let's say they give you a certain amount of money, and before the 10th or the 15th, and you've already blown the money. Maybe you see you are a sporadic spender. Okay, you spend on the pulse, or you are a spontaneous buyer. You see things that just call your attention and you spend it not knowing that this is money for upkeep. But when you sit down and you have a budget, you've budgeted a certain amount of money into children's fees, school fees, upkeep, you've budgeted it. You see that it's not from the overflow that you can do what start spending. But whereby you don't have this understanding, you don't have a budget with which you're running, the tendency for you to overspend, the tendency for you to spend on the wrong things are also there. So sit down, have that a budget, also do an expenditure. Okay. Number four, um make plans together if possible. Your long-term goals, sit down and make those plans together. It is best for your spouse to be on the same page with you. If you're embarking on a building project, let it be that you're also being carried along so that you understand, oh, we need to save towards this. Because when you don't, usually for the wives, when they don't, you see that they are not on the same page with their spouses. He's trying to save money, you are trying to spend money. But when you have such goals together, you are channeling your family finances in one direction and you are making plans that will help the family in the long run. So sit down and make those plans and also review them. Okay, make commitments towards your long-term goals, towards your short-term goals concerning money in the family. Number 5, regularly review your money. Regularly know where is our money going to. If you have those meetings, if you could sit down, talk about our money, where is the money going to? Who is writing these checks? Some prefer to have a joint account where they know, oh, this money left this account. They could ask their spouse to say, I saw this money leave our account. What happened? Okay, some will prefer to have individual accounts, but all the same, it calls for accountability where you know that it's a family unit and you have your responsibilities towards keeping the home running. If you sit down regularly to review, oh, where's the money going to? What should we spend less on? What should we focus on? If you notice that you're spending more on things that you should not, it is time for you to have that meeting and say, oh, I think we should focus on spending towards this area rather than this other one. The bonus tip is that for you as a wife, it is time for you to also sit down. It's not just for your husband to be the one who is looking at the books. You should also look at the books and say, okay, if you see that you're deficient concerning things about money, educate yourself. Get to know about money matters, how you could spend more, spend less, how you could save more, how you can invest. Okay, let it be that you are not just the one who is blind to the numbers, what is going on in the house. Okay, educate yourself. Also look at how you could also be a supportive wife. Let's say you are not doing much. Income is coming from one source. Okay, look at ways you could support more. If it's a side hustle, if it's something else that you could start by the side. Live life fully. Don't let money rob you of your companionship, the time that you have to spend together getting to know each other. Don't let money be a major source of crisis in your family. You can always talk about this issue. I hope this video was useful and helpful, that it will help you fight less over money. Okay, go through the Wife to Wife series and more on the Wife's Lounge, the next video, and see how you can be a better wife, how you can build a successful home without having a lot of issues. Till I come your way next time, stay blessed.